There is still a long queues of cars still wanting to cross into Mozambique, and also a lot of people also wanting to cross into Mozambique. I'm going to step out of short and allow Lungile just to show you the numbers of people that are actually here. These are the cars that are wanting to get into Mozambique, and some of them, they are already leaving Mozambique and coming back to South Africa. But mostly it's Mozambican nationals that are going to South Africa to do some shopping, and some of them also returning to South Africa. But it is it is very, very busy. We understand that where they are processing people, there is a long number of people that are being processed. But also right there where Lungile is showing you, it's a number of people. Those are people that are working, actually leaving their public transport, actually as far as 5 kilometers, walking towards the border to go and get processed so they can cross into Mozambique. And then once they cross into Mozambique, then their transport will get them on the other side. They are frustrated, saying that they are frustrated with the processes that have been ongoing here, saying that things seem to be running very, very very slow for them. But this has been the traffic for the most part of the day. But also the traffic is also being caused by trucks that are also on the road, and also some people actually driving on oncoming traffic, and that has caused also a lot of traffic on the road. And then that's also what the Border Management Authority has been saying, that there has been a lot of people also wanting to cross so badly that they drive on the wrong side of the road. And then here at the border, we understand that most of the trucks now, they have stopped the trucks that are to be processed into South Africa. They're about 25 kilometers now as they stand, but only now they are allowing trucks that are coming, and empty trucks that are coming and going back to South Africa. They're allowing those trucks to start leaving. But let's speak now to Meme Mokgotsi. She is the Deputy Assistant Commissioner here at the Port of Entry with the BMA. Meme, just talk to us about this congestion of people. How are you processing the people, and are people being processed?
Yes, definitely, Tumelo. We are processing people. You'll see that from this morning we have processed quite a number of people. This is a day, one of the busiest days that we have seen in terms of numbers coming through the port. And we have implemented multiple processing points. As you can see on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side, those are immigration specialists and offices where travelers are being processed. So just to update that, from in the morning, we were just able to see quite a number of people coming through the port of entry, eager to leave for Mozambique. But not only that, we've seen, quite a number of them doing bulk buying in terms of groceries, and it looks like there is a bit of panic buying in terms of stocking up of piles of supplies, not understanding that, maybe there could be closures or there could be suspensions of services in terms from the Mozambican side. So we are processing these numbers of people, and all our officials are on the ground. We have port health systems in place. We have port agriculture checking on, the cargo that is coming in, that is held by the travelers. Also the trucks that are being facilitated, we were able to clear quite a number of trucks from this morning.
And also, let's talk about the traffic congestion. I know you're working with stakeholders to assist with the traffic so that it can move smoothly. But in the morning, it was chaotic. How are you working with the SNDF, with the police, and with the traffic officials from the Mpumalanga Department of Community Safety to allow this traffic to actually start going and go easily so that the people can cross?
Yes, we've made a number of appeals to our stakeholders to ensure that, the corridor is cleared, because the challenge now is on traffic management on the corridor. As you can see in the port environment, the processing is going very well. The travelers are being processed, but traffic is a bit of a challenge in this regard. But now I have seen that now in the late afternoon it's been cleared, whereby stakeholders have been on the ground. A number of members from South African National Defence Force, from the police side, BMA officials are also on the ground, just trying to deal with traffic management, because we wouldn't want traffic congestion blockages. There are a lot of transgressors of cars that are driving on the wrong lanes, and we are appealing to traffic management, the Metro Police, and to say please enforce the laws of the country. There need to be repercussions for people who are transgressing and breaking the laws, driving in the wrong lanes. From this morning, we were able to process about just close to 16,000 travelers. So you'd understand that this is up until 1 o'clock that we're able to process 16,000. And in the past days, when we close off our statistics for the day, we were able to count, let's say, close to 20,000, travelers. But you can see now we are at 15,000, and it was 1 o'clock at that time. So it means stats for today are going to be far, above the stats that we have seen over the days.
And are you confident that, even with opening 3 different spots where people can go and be processed faster, that process is you're going to clear everyone by tonight? Because I know the port operates 24 hours, but are you hopeful that you will clear all of these people on time?
Yes, definitely. We will be able to clear the pedestrians and the small cars. The trucks are still a bit of long queue in this regard, but SABC is on the ground. We are processing them for cargo, and the cargo that is coming through, as you can see, there are trucks that are already leaving, that have been processed, that are coming back into South Africa. So we are processing the trucks, and for this clearance, we have to do it today until midnight. We have to clear everyone to travel through. The ones that have relevant documents, that have the correct documents, will be processed, definitely.
And also, if there is a blockade tomorrow, there's a constitutional decision that is expected in Mozambique. If there is a blockade and people want to protest, we understand previously they would protest and want to come closer to the border. Any measures being in place to ensure that the border will be safe? Infrastructure officials?
Port Management Committee has been engaging with the Mozambican government, and there are advanced systems in place to ensure that if there are blockages tomorrow, we will implement our reaction plan. And we have been to Mananga. You saw that yesterday we went to Mananga Port of Entry, where we were establishing systems where we could, process travelers that would need to go to Mozambique through Eswatini. So our systems are in place in case, we experience challenges. But it is too early now to be able to announce if there's anything that's going to happen. We will have to await the outcomes for tomorrow, and we'll activate all the systems that we have to.
Also, let's talk about the trucks, because there's a long queue. It's about 25 kilometers. Just talk to us about will they be able to be cleared quickly so that they can come back? Because these truck drivers, they were also used as blockade previously in Mozambique. Or would you advise them to return back and then come back once we know that the situation is calm in Mozambique?
We will process as many trucks as we can for today, and we do have a kilometer 7, which is an area where we have dedicated it to have a parking for trucks, so that they do layoffs there for now in case we experience challenges by tomorrow. So we have a plan in place, and then if we are not able to process all of them, we will activate the kilometer 7, where they will have to lay off, and then the ones that are on the road will have to engage with the truckers and truck companies for them to return back to offload again.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was the BMA speaking to us about the processing of people here and also cargo. A lot of people wanting to cross to Mozambique, but mostly these are Mozambican nationals that are going home. We only saw one car that we managed to speak to the people, but their car is still barred from going into Mozambique because of paperwork. But they're saying that they're going for leisure, and saying that if anything happens in Mozambique, they'll be fine. So it is a lot of people that are traveling back to Mozambique. A lot of queues. We wonder if they will be able to clear all of them by tonight. But this border operates 24 hours.
Thank you so much to SABC News reporter there at Lebombo Border Post, Tumelo Machoho.